That's what people keep saying is good. Yeah.
I mean, you don't want to be bleeding, but if you had to be, the brown is better than like a bright red.
Right.
Yeah.
So, it's not too bad. You know, some days it's better than the other. Some days it's just really light spotting. Other days is like today, for instance, it's been really, really heavy
Oh, okay.
brown.
Sorry, did I? Oh, look at that heartbeat. You see it? See it beating there?
No.
Oh, here, I'll show you. Let me zoom in on it.
Okay.
Okay, so here's your yolk sac.
Okay.
That's the nourishment for the baby right now.
Okay.
Until like your placenta takes over. So from here to here. Attached to that yolk sac is the baby, which is right there.
Oh,
Looks
okay.
like a bumblebee. So from
Little
here,
gummy bear.
yeah, from here to here. Perfect.
What is it measure?
It's 7 weeks, 4 days, and I had you at 7 weeks, 5 days, so it's perfect. I'm gonna print you this picture. Let me get the heart. Okay.
Now I can see the
You
foot.
see it, yeah. Try again. The volume's not the best on it, but definitely there. Let me measure it here. So from here to here. About 152 beats per minute, which is great. So go around.
Do you see any the subcrionic in there?
Yes. Today I do, yes. Right below it. So, see that?
So how do I can tell what it is?
How what?
I mean, I want to see what it where it's at.
I'll show you. See? Right here below it.
Uh-huh.
That's a bleed.
Okay.
But it, you know, we see that a lot, and it's just something that can go away. So it's right below your sac.
Because like last time she told me she didn't see it.
Well, because it could have formed in a week, you know.
Oh, okay.
It's something that can form at any time. So yeah.
So they go away and come again?
They usually will just go away. Sometimes it gets bigger, sometimes it gets smaller.
What size is it?
So let's see. It's really like thin. So it's like 3 centimeters by not even a centimeter. Just going to take a peek around. And by next week,
this stuff is frustrating.
by next week, it might not even be there. It might have resolved. So it just depends.
Oh, that's so frustrating.
So yeah, it could come at any time and go at any time. How is your daughter's baby?
He doing good. They came over this morning and he was reaching for me to pick him up, but they said I can't pick up nothing more than 10 pounds. So I felt bad because I couldn't pick him up.
Yeah, you want to be careful.
What is that you looking at?
Just your ovary, your left ovary.
This is what be cracking me up. Y'all keep seeing the left ovary that's supposed to be removed like, what, 4-5 months ago?
Okay.
I'm like, why do y'all keep telling me you looking at the left ovary? And I'm like...
Must be bowel.
I'm like, what does she mean? She see a leftover. I'm like, you see a leftover in there? Well, what was all that pain I went through when they removed it?
So they removed it.
Yes.
Yeah, so this must be bowel then. But here's your right. You still have your right?
Yeah.
Yeah, your right I saw. That's your right up there.
So the little munchkin is okay for now.
Looks great. The heart rate is great. The size is great.
So where's the hematoma located? Is it below it or above?
It's below it.
And is that a good thing or a bad thing?
The location, I mean, I don't think matters. It's just that small implant bleed. And like I said, next week it might be bigger, next week it might be smaller. I'm not sure. So she just has that bleed down below there.
Say what?
She has a bleed down below there.
Heartbeat, everything fine?
Perfect, yeah. 152.
I like this girl. I'm gonna keep her for 2 more weeks. I want that bleed gone. I want to be 100% sure.
I want it gone too, because this is stressing me out. Like,
Stay
I
with
ain't
me.
never had no pregnancy that was this stressful. This is really stressing me out, because I am still bleeding, but it's just ground bleeding. It's not like
It's
the
all
first
stuff.
one.
No, things are under control. See, the baby is growing up fine. It's in size, everything is good. But when we have this kind of stuff, what medications are you on currently?
Look, I'm still on the progesterone, but I can't do these injections no more.
You're not having any actual bleeding, right?
No, I am. I'm having brown bleeding. Like brown spotting and bleeding. That's it. It's not like nothing like before.
I think you should continue it for 1 more week.
And a little cramping.
Because I'll show you something. Show me the internal mass. Reduce it. Show me the cervix with the internal mass. See, this is your cervix, okay?
Okay.
This is the inner end of the cervix, okay?
Okay.
Do you see this blood here?
Yeah.
This is going to come out. And then you'll have a panic attack. So I want the progesterone on. Do you see that?
Yeah.
That's about this size, this little.
Problem with this progesterone oil is that I can't sit, I can't walk too good.
Pain in the butt, you're right.
I can't walk too good because I got sciatica, so I had to stop taking the medicine for it, and I really can't hardly walk because it's like it's flaring it up or something.
Okay.
But I have been taking it only because you told me to take it.
God bless you. 1 more week, all right? Bring her back in a week.
1 more week. Oh, Jesus.
She complains that she does what I tell her to do. You're doing well, all right?
Yeah. He don't understand.
You know what?
The struggle is real.
He wants to watch that bleed. And I know that progesterone is awful.
It's horrible.
I had to
Look at this.
I know. I had to give my sister
Oh my
a
goodness.
shot. She says, can you I don't deal with the medications, but she says, can you give me this progesterone shot? I said, yeah, whatever. I go, this whole needle has to go in? She's like, yeah. I go, oh my God. So I measured it like that, so, because it kind of is wrapping in like that. And he's talking about that. That's the internal loss. So some of the blood's going to kind of travel out your cervix. So
this is so that means I'm gonna have another bright red bleeding that's gonna send me into a frenzy again.
That's why he wants to keep you here. Yeah.
So what do I do when it come out? Just let it come out and don't say nothing, or call you guys, or what?
I mean, yeah, if it's bright red, you can call us. Yeah, of course, call us.
Cause I don't want to go back
anytime.
to the emergency room for them to tell me the same stuff.
Right. Okay.
But then it's still gonna scare me, cause then I'm gonna think, cause like the last time I thought I was miscarrying.
Listen, anytime you're scared, you need to portal. Of course you're nervous, so absolutely, just portal us. The nurse will get back to you. Okay, so look, There's the baby.
Oh.
I think that's the head. I'm not sure yet. It's kind of hard to tell. The yolk sac is not in here, but this is the whole baby right there.
Okay.
Okay, and no leftovery, right?
Hi, little munchkin.
All right, well, I probably won't see you again, but you take care and good luck with everything.
I will, thank you. Oh, I need a pad.
Oh, pad, sure. So come to the front desk then and schedule you for another week.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank
thanks.
you. I'm still suffering, ladies. Still suffering. But
Sorry, Sam.
sorry about that, guys. I almost got caught videotaping in the ultrasound room, so that's why I hurried up and ended that video. But I am back in my car, getting ready to head home, and then I got to go back to work, unfortunately. But here is my little sticky bean. I say this is a powerful little gummy bear. He or she still yet holding on. I forgot how many beats per minute is the heart rate now. I know it was over 150, so it's really good. So that's a good thing. As you guys saw, let me put on my glasses, guys, because I can't see in the sun. There we go. As you guys saw, the hematoma is not gone. I don't really like that other ultrasound tech. I think she misses a lot of stuff. She don't really know what she's doing. I always seem to find out what's really going on with me, even when it was time for me to do. I mean, even when I was going through my own IVF using my own eggs, she would always tell me something different than what the other nurses would tell me. I just really think this woman do not know what she's talking about, because I came to her on the Thursday before I went to the emergency room. I went to the emergency room that Sunday, which was my birthday. Now, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, that's only 3 days. No way in heck she should not have been able to see that subcrionic hematoma on that ultrasound that she did that day, especially with the amount of massive bleeding that I had. There's no way in heck she should not have saw that subcrionic hematoma. So then I come back the day after the ER visit. I saw a different tech, and she immediately saw the subcrionic hematoma. And that's when my RE put me on that 1 week bed rest. I came back, 3 days later, that Thursday, did another ultrasound, and I had the other lady again. And she just moving all around up there, swapping down that she doesn't see it. It's not there no more. It's gone. I'm okay. And I really thought it was gone. And the next day, which was Friday, I started having brown spotting, and now it's starting to turn into brown bleeding. And that's a little nerve-wracking. And of course, I belong to a Facebook group where all ladies who have subcrionic hematoma, and I'm glad I found that group, because it really helps me through this process. It really helps to know that there are other women that's going through this, and we all can support each other and help each other and share our experiences with each other, so that we can, cheer each other on and let each other know everything is going to be okay. So all of them told me that I'm in a good place because I'm having brown bleeding and not red bleeding. So that's a good sign that it's coming to an end. And, I accepted that, especially when I was told that there was nothing there. I come back today. Today was supposed to be my closeout appointment. They had me to sign for my records and everything. I supposed to be closed out of this appointment, only to be told that the hematoma is still there. And I'm thinking, like, did a new one create, or is this always been there and she just didn't see it? And I don't even know what to believe, because, you know, judging by some of the stories of the other ladies, some of them had the same issues where they had massive bleeding, then it stopped, and they had a little brown bleeding for a few weeks, and then the next month or two it started back again, and they went back to the emergency room or to their doctors only to see that there was another hematoma that formed itself. I am but almost 8 weeks pregnant, and this pregnancy is stressing me out already. The killer part about it is that I'm not having no pregnancy symptoms. Everything is just all about worry. Even though I keep seeing the baby is doing fine. But every time you have bleeding, it really scares you, because the bleeding can cause the placenta to detach itself at any moment. And there were some ladies in this group that was not all that lucky that they were able to carry their babies to term. A lot of them lost their babies right just past the first trimester, and they said typically subcrionic hematoma is really affected during the first trimester. That's not true. A lot of them just past their first trimester, they lost their baby. So, you know, just to try to cheer the rest of us on, they let us know that, okay, if you get past 14 weeks, you're pretty much, you know, safe. You may still bleed all the way through the end of the pregnancy, but the baby is pretty much safe. And it's really hard to accept that until you get to that point. Y'all just don't know how frustrating this is. So he did not close me out, and as much as I would love to leave his clinic, I'm actually glad he did not close me out, because at least as long as I'm with him, I can keep getting an ultrasound and I can keep knowing that the baby is okay. I went to my first appointment at the OB clinic, even though it was not with the OB himself. I did what they call a nurse consult, something, whatever. And all she did was gave me a welcome package, what to expect when you're expecting, the do's and don'ts, where to go when you go in labor, and just all type of stuff. I haven't even had the chance to sit down and go through that big old thick envelope folder that she gave me. I haven't even had a chance to go through it yet, because this was just a couple of days ago. And then she was just telling me about the appointments. Every time I come in, I have to give a urine sample. She was telling me about how often I come in. During the first trimester, you come in once a month. During the second trimester, I think you come in once a month too, until you get to like 36 weeks or something, she said. Then you come in once a week, but she said that may be different for me because of my age. I might be coming in a lot sooner than, you know, typical women do. So they would discuss that more with me, either with the OB or the nurse practitioner, which is the next person I'll be seeing is the nurse practitioner. Pretty much that's all she talked about, and wanted to go over my history as far as my medical history and the medications I was taking, asking me about my pregnancy symptoms, if I was having any. She wanted to know about the baby daddy, and I told her there is no baby daddy. I used the donor. I don't know what they need that information for anyway. She also told me that they have the genetic testing that they do to see if there's going to be anything wrong with the baby. It doesn't test for every birth defects, but it does test for the major birth defects. And they usually do that test at around 11 weeks, but it is optional. I wanted to know if I wanted to do the test, and of course I opt to do the test. Not because I think something is wrong with the baby. I don't think anything is wrong with the baby, but this is also my opportunity to find out what gender I'm having. I do plan to do the sneak peek, which I can do that once I turn 9 weeks. I'll be turning 9 weeks next Saturday, so I'll be able to do the sneak peek test and that'll tell me what the gender is. But at least if I do the other test at 11 weeks, that'll back up what the sneak peek says, so I know for sure whether it's a girl or a boy. And the only reason why I really want to know is because I'm really ready to tell my kids. They're concerned about all these many trips to the doctors, and the fact that I barely can walk when I'm at home, and the fact that I'm taking these injections that they have to give to me. I haven't told them nothing. And so they're really worried, and unfortunately I've been telling them lies that's not true. You know, my grandbaby came over this morning, and Gammy loved her some little man. I couldn't even pick him up. He was reaching for me to pick him up, and I felt so freaking bad. You can just see the tears tearing up in my eye. I had to tell my daughter that I wasn't able to pick up anything above 5 to 10 pounds, so I had to have her to pick him up and give it to me, but she didn't question me about it, you know. So yeah, I'm just ready to tell them. But when I tell them, I want to also tell them what we are having, whether it's a boy or a girl. And the only reason being is because I'm sure they're going to probably feel some kind of way because I'm telling them that I'm pregnant after I done told other people first. But at least they would know before anybody else what the gender is. I want them to feel like they were special. So yeah, I'm ready to tell them that. So yeah, that's the highlight of my endo 7 week. I will be 8 weeks in 2 days, and I go see the nurse practitioner next week, and then I'll be back to him next week, and I'll get a chance to see the little bambino again. And I'm just ready for this whole hematoma stuff to be over with, because I'm praying, guys. I have faith. I don't believe that nothing is going to happen, but as long as I keep bleeding, this stuff is stressing me. You know, one of the things that ladies are happy about their pregnancy is the fact that they don't have any periods no more. And I seem to have went from a once a month period to a once a day period. It's aggravating. Not to mention the cramps. I be having really bad cramps, and the cramps be scaring me, because I'm not sure what the cramps are for. Like, why am I having cramps? But when you have subcrionic hematoma, that's part of the side effects, cramps. So the cramps kind of scare you. You don't know, you know, whether you should sit down, whether you should lie down, whether you should drink some more water. You don't know what to do. And unfortunately, being pregnant, you can only take Tylenol, and only Tylenol does so much. And oh, and by the way, these progesterone oil, whew, Lord Jesus, whoever in the heck created that stuff, they need their tail whooped. Because I've tried every little, you know, suggestions that people have given me about taking this progesterone, or none of that stuff is working. I feel like I'm walking around with two big old boobs on my buns. Oh my God, when I say my buns are so swollen from these injections, it is unreal. And you know, my job requires me to sit most of the day. It is so hard to sit. I have to bring a pillow from home to sit on the pillow. When I'm at home, I sit on a heating pad. If I'm not sitting on the heat pad, I have 2 big ice packs in my bun to try to get that swelling down. And it just seems like the more you keep injecting into them areas, the more swollen it keep getting. It's like it's not giving it enough time to really come down. Then I have sciatica, which is already the narrowing of my nerve, and I do take medicine for that. The problem is I cannot take that medicine while I'm pregnant, and with 2 swollen muscles next to my sciatica, it's just making that narrowing really, really narrow, and it's making it really difficult for me to get around. I've had to actually use what do you call that, those scooters when I'm at the grocery store. So yes, I really was not looking forward to being on this another week. I was hoping that all this to be over with and I can get off this progesterone. I mean, regardless of the pain that I'm going through, I would do anything to make sure the baby is safe at all costs. And trust me, this is at a lot of costs because this is killing me. But yeah, I really cannot wait to learn as much as I can about this condition, because I want to bring awareness to women about this, because it seems that doctors know about this condition but patients don't, and we don't learn about it until after we get the condition. And unfortunately, when we get the condition thinking that we're having a miscarriage, and we all stressed out and crying and blood pressure raising and all that stuff, only to learn that it's not a miscarriage, it's a subcrionic hematoma, something that none of us had never heard of. And all the videos of the ladies I've come across that has this condition, they all was the same way I was the day I went to the ER. We was all like, we was there together. And I don't think no woman should have to suffer through that. If this is a very wide known condition, especially for women who have gone through IVF treatment, I think women should be made aware about this even before it happens. Let them know they may or may not get this condition. What is this condition? This is what this condition is. Therefore, if they go into one of them big, large bleeds, they won't automatically assume they have a miscarriage. You know, they can think, okay, well, hopefully this is that subcrionic hematoma stuff they've been talking about, so that I know that the baby is going to be okay. I don't know, but yeah, so this has to be made aware to ladies, especially those who are going through IVF treatments. They need to know about this. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to update you guys on this. Sorry for the long video. You know, my videos are not typically long, but I'm really going through right now with this pregnancy, with this subcrionic hematoma. I'm trying to keep a positive outlook on it, but it's like, it's really hard. I just ask you guys to just continue to pray for me, continue to pray for the baby, and hopefully by the time I get to the second trimester, which is only 4 weeks from now, that this will all be over with, okay? So I love you ladies. Those of you who is going through your 2-week wait, good luck. Those of you who have stopped by my page and have not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. Those of you who is waiting on your positive OPK or your frozen embryo transfer, Sticky Baby does to you. I am really hoping to see more big fat positives, and we all can get our rainbow baby by next year. So I love you ladies again. Thanks for supporting me, and thanks for praying for me. Bye.